Welcome back to my channel, my amazing friends. If you're a new viewer, my name is Anna. I post new videos every single week about home, fashion, and lifestyle. I would love for you to click that subscribe button and be a part of my growing YouTube family. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers. So for today's video, I am going to be doing a little bit of a tech video, but I like to consider this lifestyle, if I can throw that in there. Surprisingly, my tech videos do well. I did a what's on my iPhone video not too long ago, and that was a big hit with you guys, so I decided to kind of jump on the bandwagon and do a new what's on my iOS updated home screen. I'm not going to lie, I was a little reluctant to download the iOS 14. One, because I just did a what's on my iPhone video and I had already gone through and organized and cleaned my phone to the layout I wanted it to be. Again, the iOS 14 update does look intimidating. I'm not going to lie, I was scared to download it just because of the time I thought it would take to learn it. It is actually a lot simpler than it looks. If you haven't downloaded it already, I would definitely suggest doing it when you're not going to be using your phone late at night when it's on charge, just because it does take a while for it to download. So yeah, without any further ado, I'll go ahead and jump right into the video. I have the Apple iPhone 11 Pro. I'm not going to dive into what apps I have because I haven't downloaded or changed any of the apps that I've had since I recorded my last what's on my iPhone video. Also, one thing that I do want to mention is that when you do download the iOS 14, all the widgets and the layouts that you see doesn't go into effect. Those are things that you actually have to go and add and download onto your home screen. So your home screen will look almost the exact same when you initially download the iOS 14. And to give credit where it's due, I did not learn all of these things by myself. I definitely binge watched my fair share of YouTube videos from Julia Christie, I believe, and Natalie Barbu, and I saw some TikToks. So all of this is information that I have found helpful elsewhere, but I hope I can give you guys some inspiration and share with you what I personally did to my home screen. So I'll go ahead and start my screen recording and I'll put it right here. 3, 2, 1, and go. So my wallpaper is still the same. It is this Parisian architectural photo that I pulled off of Pinterest, and voila, that is my new home screen. That is what I customized it to look like. So what you see at the top is my calendar. I just have the day of the week, the date, and the month, and that is considered a medium-sized widget smith. And then I have my photos, settings, camera, Instagram, a clock, and then a little inspirational quote at the very bottom that says, mental note, take the risk, don't let the unknown stop you from progressing. One thing I really aimed for is a very kind of like a cream nude, calm, classy aesthetic. That's my kind of vibe that I was going for. I've seen so many different ones. One of my best friends just redid hers and she did it like a purple theme. So with mine, I decided to go with this kind of aesthetic, and I got all of my images off of Pinterest. So I'll share that with you guys in a little bit as well. But the first thing that you're actually going to want to do is download Widgetsmith. So this does not come with the iPhone. You have to go into the App Store and download it. It is free, and as you can see here, you have small widgets, medium widgets, and large widgets. And the small widgets look like this little clock one that I have here. So jumping back into here, when you select your widget, you're going to say add small widget, click on it again, and you can go through and you see all these different types of widgets that you can add. So you can do the time, the date, you can do custom, you can do battery, calendar, which is really neat. I love that they have all these different options. And then on top of that, once you select which one you want, you can customize the font. I personally use New York. And then you can go to tint color, which is basically just the text. I usually do like a gray or black because I will put it against the cream background. And then if you want, you can add a border. And so that's what your new widget would look like, and then you would push save. And then if you hold down your home screen and then you click on these buttons at the very bottom, this shows you all your pages that you currently have on your iPhone. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to go to the last page so I can share with you how you add in the widget. This is kind of like my miscellaneous page where I don't really have anything. So I'm going to custom this, and you go to the add button at the top and you are going to select a widget. I clicked a small widget. You're going to add that widget, and then you're going to click on it, and then you're going to go to the most recent one that you edited or selected, and boom, you have the date there. Then you just push done. Same goes for each and every single one. So if we go back to the Widgetsmith app and you wanted to do a medium widget, then you would add a medium one. You go in there, click on which type you want, whether you want it to be the clock. I think the fuzzy time one is super cool, but I know it would drive me crazy. I wouldn't be able to use that one. They have photos, you can do text, the weather, your activity bar. I've seen the moon phase. I previously had the moon phase on mine, but I decided to take that one out. So it's really cool, and you can go in and customize the color, the text. I believe there are some that you can pay for, but I personally just don't think that's necessary for me. If you want to do that, I believe it's only like $1 if you want to pay for certain widgets. Yeah, we're going to hop out of there. Next, I'll share with you customization of the icons and where I got my photos, how you can do that. I didn't go into changing the photos on the icons for all my apps. It is just so tedious. It's not hard, but it takes forever, and you can spend forever doing this, and I just don't have the time or patience to do that. So I only changed the icon photos on my home screen and then one on my second screen. I just left the rest of the apps the same. So what you're going to want to do first is pull whatever photos that you think you will want for your actual photos. I get mine from Pinterest. You can create your own, you can go to Google, you can use your own photos, whatever you want to do. I personally go on Pinterest, just go through and click on things like green backgrounds, iPhone wallpapers, and save those. I personally went into my travel and packing board that I have here, and I just downloaded some photos that I already had saved and used those for icons. If you want to check out my Pinterest, you can go look at my boards on there and pull some images that I have saved or pinned to my boards. So I have them all saved here in my photos. So as you can see here, I used this one, I believe, for my Instagram. I used this for messages, and I used this one for a widget. So next you're going to need to go to the Shortcuts app if you don't already have this. It is free, just make sure and download it. And then at the top right hand corner, you're going to click the plus button, add action, go to scripting, open app, and you're going to choose the app that you want to change your photo icon for. So we'll go, for example, to calculator, and we'll click on the 3 dots right below next, and we will click add to home screen, and just make sure to change the name. So we'll do calc for short, and we'll choose a photo. So we'll do, I don't know, this is just an example. I took a photo of this champagne toast soap that I wanted to get. So for example, and we'll push add to home screen. So now when we close out, you see it right here at the very bottom, and you can hold it down, edit home screen, and move the app or icon anywhere around that you would like. So that is one example of what I did for Mailbox, for my camera app, Instagram settings, and photos. And you can get real creative with this. At the very bottom on the dock, I just kept it really simple. I didn't want to put any crazy images for my phone, FaceTime, and messages, just because I didn't want to confuse myself enough already. And if you want to see all of your apps in one column, you just keep swiping all the way to the very right, and all your apps will be displayed right here. Now, one thing I do want to mention that actually does bother me, and it is one reason that I didn't change all the icon photos, is when you click on the shortcut that you created with your new photo on the app, it actually for a slight second pulls up the Shortcuts app first before it pulls up the actual app you're trying to pull up. So for example, for settings, we'll click on settings. You'll see that the shortcuts will pull up first for a quick second, and it's not a huge deal, but it's enough to kind of bother me a little bit. So for that reason alone, I did leave the rest of my applications alone. I didn't want to go and change everything. So yeah, that is my home screen. That is my new updated iOS layout. I hope you guys found this video a little bit helpful. I am no expert, so if you guys are interested in knowing more updates and specifications about the iOS update, I would definitely recommend watching other YouTube YouTube videos, but I personally just wanted to share my own home screen and kind of what I turn that into. I always have so much fun filming these types of videos, and I have an entire schedule of videos coming up for this next month, so please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will see you guys again soon. Bye!